I mean, his mouth's not taped or anything. Like it's just a gator on a leash.
And that's the number one. That's the number one foot trafficked place. That's the Times Square of Philly.
Wow.
And if you're going out there with an alligator, just forgive your parents, dude. Just forgive your parents, bro. Like
why this? I'm all for emotionally supported.
You need attention.
You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.
Net positive.
Rolling.
We rolling?
We are officially rolling.
That my buddy Cleve Wilson did that intro song.
He killed that.
Is that play at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
man.
killed that.
He's like an MC from like he's like a music producer. I go, hey, can you like make some like tracks for like our intro of our podcast? He's like, say less.
Yeah, when we first started talking about it, and you were like, I have somebody who can make that. I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what that looks like.
I don't think he even got like a go back for another update. I go, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, he sent it and it was immediately like, oh, that's the one. Yeah, thanks, man. Perfect.
That's the one.
Well done.
100. Yeah. Net positive Thursday, September the 8th, baby. I think I've been off. Let's see. I was off last weekend. This weekend, we are going to Greensboro, North Carolina, sold out. Appleton, Wisconsin, I believe still has tickets. Spokane, Washington, pretty close to sold out. New Brunswick, New Jersey, still has tickets. Virginia Beach, sold out. Dayton, Ohio, sold out. Greenville, South Carolina, sold out. Irvine, California, sold out. Palm Beach and Miami still got tickets left.
Dang,
baby, let's go. Have you ever seen my show?
I saw you at Zany's.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
New material night.
Yeah.
The old new material. Those are probably the funnest.
Those are good. I love those.
These clubs are hilarious because you're just like something happens during the day.
Yeah.
And you just throw it out.
My parents had all the good things to say about Boston.
Oh, yeah, dude. I forgot about your parents coming to the show.
Yes, sir.
Your dad and the cleanest, dude. The cleanest monarchs, bro.
We can cut that picture into it.
The absolute monarchs,
the
dude.
Best, man.
That's the those are the Air Monarchs.
Oh, yeah, the classics.
But if like Chance Willie, who's a comic like at Zany's, wears those like ironically.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Crocs.
Yeah.
It's like you wearing them like, but your dad's like wearing them sincerely.
Oh yeah, like my dad has probably.
It's unbelievable.
My dad's probably worn those shoes or the New Balance version of those shoes since I was, I don't know, as soon as I can remember him wearing shoes. Just like it's 100 plus pairs.
But see, like I kind of respect it.
You have to.
You have to.
Anything that's that consistent, you got to just be like you got it, man.
What's your mom's name?
Susan.
She's like, he's not like he's coming downstairs. I know what he's probably wearing.
Like, every day.
We might throw a little bit of like, you never know. He's gonna wear something like I'm doing the Opry tonight.
Nice.
And like, I was like, I'm gonna see if I can wear like cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Like I wore a pair of cowboy boots. I was like, I just want to see what it feels like.
Yep.
I wore one of my friends, Katie. We went out downtown to Broadway on Saturday, and she was wearing cowboy boots, and she was the only one wearing cowboy boots. And I was like, let me wear a pair.
Yep.
And I felt like a different guy.
Yeah.
I felt like do you have a pair?
Cowboy boots?
I felt like a different man.
I have like those like more fashion cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Like you could never do any type of manual labor.
Like
in
if
those
you walk
boots.
out to the farm, they're like, hey, you can't
Yeah,
be out
they'd
here.
be like, nah, bro.
You're
not from around here.
I can't really get into dirt in these.
Yeah.
These are expensive.
Yeah.
They're like cowboy boots that like Dustin Lynch wears on stage.
Yes.
That cost like $1,000.
Yeah.
It's like made of ostrich.
Right.
You're like, I can't really.
There's only 3 of these in the world. I can't.
I bought the original pair of cowboy boots. I bought them for a bit. Like I was doing like a country music bit. So I bought a pair of cowboy boots, but then they're square-toed.
Mm.
And now apparently there's like a meme like making fun of dudes that wear square-toed boots.
What?
I know. I didn't know. I had no idea.
How would you?
It's like square-toed boots is like, he's like, save some for the rest of us. Like saying something like, it's like, oh, really? Square-toed boots guy? Which, like cowboy boots that go up and then go across.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea. Yeah.
No, I would never know what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. Do you tuck the pants in or you put the pants over them?
Pants over.
I think that's
you gotta
the right
go pants.
move.
Well, that's like a very subtle, like you might just be wearing like dress shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what I'm trying to think of what would qualify you. Well, I do that real or fake cowboy thing
right
down on Broadway. What would qualify you to be allowed to wear boots? Cowboy boots.
I mean, there's also just the height advantage they add too. You're gaining a couple inches there, which is really nice.
Which is confidence.
So yeah, I guess what would qualify you to wear them?
Yeah, like what would qualify you to wear a cowboy hat? Because I do that thing on Broadway.
Right.
Like, all right, you have to. I would say grow up in the South, but you can be in Montana.
Oh, for sure.
So that doesn't. It's not growing up in the South.
Yeah, it's more of like a just outdoor culture thing. I feel
like if you're a New York City guy, you can't wear a cowboy hat.
No.
So it's partly geography.
Yep.
I would say partly your what you do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you had a 9-to-5 corporate job, but you like, what was it? It was was Luke Bryan on Nelk Boys?
Was he?
That? I think so.
Ooh.
And he's like, I'll tell you what, someone that's not a real country guy, like he's like, if I have this guy out to my farm, I can spot him. Like a guy that's not real.
Yeah, I'm the guy that he's talking about. He would absolutely be like,
me.
That guy.
Now, yeah. You have to know something about like baling hay, riding a horse.
Okay.
But you don't have to have all of them.
Maybe what about something with like engines? Like you got to be able to fix a
engines,
tractor or a car or something like that.
Roping,
change a tire.
You can't I have a joke in the show about that guy coming to like help you change a tire.
Yep.
If guy gets out of a truck in a cowboy hat and you're stranded on the side of the road, you got to be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's got
me.
Oh,
thank God.
Thank God this guy. He probably has a gun, but he's gonna help.
I hope he does have a gun. Because we're very vulnerable.
He's 100% gonna help. Yeah, he's 100% gonna help. If something goes down and you're a girl and something like, I always had a joke about guys that wear sandals. Do you wear sandals?
No.
I never do.
No.
I've never worn a pair of sandals in my life. If I'm going to the beach, I'd wear a pair of Crocs.
Okay, I do wear sandals.
You do to the beach?
Yeah, to the beach, or every now and then if I'm doing like a very casual errand and I'm just in like gym shorts, I'll throw some slides on.
Okay, yeah. And
I'll just go to the store, grab whatever I need, and come back. It's got to be like a there and back type trip.
I would always go, if you're out, if something goes down.
Yeah.
Like I always think about that. If you're with a woman and something goes down.
Yeah.
A fight. Or someone, and I go, I'm, and the girl's gonna be like, "Who are you with?" You're like, "I'm with freaking Sandals guy."
Yeah. It's like some borderline prepper stuff. Like you always got to be ready whenever anything goes down.
You're like my brother has like a box cutter in his. I was like, "Why do you need that?" Like at all times.
Yeah.
At all times, he has a box cutter in his pocket.
That's
I go,
aggressive.
Dude, you need that like at Christmas.
Yeah, that's very
to open gifts.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Well, I think he has a knife on him at all times.
Never though. That's a Southern thing too, by the way, or an outdoors thing.
Yeah.
Never
that's hilarious,
thong sandals.
Never.
Like with between the toe.
Oh, you go. Oh, a slide is okay.
Yeah, slide like Adidas slide, something like that.
That's like I saw TikTok. Is like, yo, dude, are guys like always on the way from practice?
Kinda. Yeah.
A slide is okay. A slide is okay. A thong sandal, never.
No, like thong sandals with jeans. You seen those dudes?
Never
like like downtown on Broadway.
Absolutely not. I don't want my toes exposed to anything on Broadway.
Anything? Yeah, no. That's 100%.
No,
syringes, definitely not.
No, the street. Especially if you've been into like Aldean's when like on that dance, the floor is soaking.
I just gagged.
The floor is soaking wet.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's 6 p.m. What's going on in here?
Yeah.
The floor is soaking wet.
Is anyone drinking these drinks or just dumping them on the floor?
Why are they all on the ground?
Yeah.
Somebody there's like a full time. There's multiple full time like mop people just at the club.
Yeah.
Just what do? I mop.
It's just like, do not stop mopping.
Just
if we see you stop, you're fired.
You go and you gotta why what? I guess it's that people just drink, but I don't even drink, but I have a drink in my hand and I'm trying to walk through. People are always, that's a tricky, you're trying to dance and have, because like a lot of like, if you've been to like a line dancing place, they go no drinks on the dance floor.
Because they're serious.
If you go to like Lubbock, Texas,
yes,
they're like, hey, you can drink, but if you come on, because people are like two-stepping and like you can't have that beer bottle. No,
that's how you're gonna tear something.
But at Aldean's, when they're playing Pitbull, like drinks mandatory. Yes. If you don't have a drink, what are you doing?
Yes,
people climbing up on the like, hey, get that. No, I wonder. We should have interview one.
Interview one what?
A security, like a
door guy.
Well,
or something?
I know a bunch of them.
Yeah,
we know Jemima is a good friend of mine.
That's right.
She's like on the rooftop at And it's just like, what goes on? Like,
yeah. She's up there at Whiskey, right?
Yeah, Whiskey Row on the rooftop.
She sees some stuff, I'm
sure.
She
sees everything.
Yeah. She's a good TikTok follow.
Great TikTok follow.
But we are trying to do something here now. We want to try to find the positives in things, right?
Find the positive.
So what would be like a positive of wearing...
On the net.
Yeah.
On the net.
Of wearing flip-flops on Broadway.
Oh, you talk about the most net on the net.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if your feet... If you're so soaked, you can just take them off.
Fair.
I guess.
Yep.
You're not taking off a pair of cowboy boots.
You're also not ruining some sneakers.
There you go.
Like I'm not wearing my nice white kicks
I have thought
down
about
there.
that.
Yeah.
So a pair of cowboy boots, you can't ruin those.
Right.
But I have thought about a fresh pair of Jordans. I'm not wearing them down there.
No, you can't.
Can't do it. I got those new ones that I wore on my special.
Yeah.
If we're going to like 12:30 club, I wear them.
Yep.
But then it's also like, hey, you get out of there and it's like,
what do you get into
11:30, and you're like, I gotta go change.
So you're not gonna ruin your shoes.
I gotta ruin it on the net.
Yeah.
If you're wearing a pair of sandals, at least you might ruin your feet. You might get tetanus.
Yep. Right.
But you're not gonna ruin a pair of J's.
Right. And that's important.
And I guess like the sorority rules when I went to Sanford, the girls would always wear their heels. Out to the formal or whatever, and then what was in their purse? Pair of sandals.
Nice.
The pair of sandals was in the purse. As a women, hey, when it wraps up,
yep.
Where's the sandals?
Yeah, that's why they outlive us too. They're just way smarter.
Yeah, way smarter.
They just a plan ahead. They know.
Yeah, take that for what it's worth. Speaking of cowboy boots,
yes,
I wore. We're trying to film this video about a guy who doesn't return his cart to the thing. Like, that guy.
Oh yeah.
That just leaves his cart in the middle of like, what is that guy? So I needed like a car that he's gonna come into like it and just like, and I found this car, a Fox body 89 Mustang with American flag painted on the front.
Very nice.
In Haleyville, Alabama.
That sounds like the town that I would guess that car would be in. That's perfect.
And I found it on Craigslist, and I go, oh, I gotta have this. I gotta have this car, 100%. And I thought about, I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna try to buy this car.
Yep.
But I thought, what outfit should I wear
to buy it?
Yes. What would you wear?
Cowboy boots.
Yeah, because I wanted to fit in with them.
Right.
To be like, hey, but I also drive like a blacked out Range Rover.
Yeah, so you don't want to. Yeah, you're pulling up and they're gonna be like city slicker.
Like, that kind of blows my cover.
Yeah.
But I wore a sleeveless flannel.
You need to rent a car to go buy the car.
These are all the things that like go through my head. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go down there with a stack of cash,
right,
and a firearm, obviously,
right,
because it was in a trailer. I saw the pictures on Craigslist. It was in a trailer park community. And I go, I'm not.
Bring a friend for sure.
Well, it was 3 hours away. So
hey, if you need a friend, I'll go with you.
I should have rolled with you, but But I posted that I did that, and everybody's like, "This is how people get murdered." And dude, it was in the middle of.
It kind of is
nowhere.
Yeah.
If it was like I was texting Lydia, and she was like, "Hey, let me know like your location." Like,
yeah, like
not as a joke.
Yeah,
like this is you go off the interstate, like, and then it's 50 more minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's farther from here.
Yeah.
So I pull up, and the pull up, and the guy is sitting in a truck. Because the guy that owned the car is not there. He's down at Gulf Shores working.
Got it.
So he's like, I was like, I really want to come down there today, and he's like, my buddy can come over there.
Okay.
And I go, all right. So, and he goes, my buddy's there. So I pull up, and like, I'm obviously buying a car. So you're not doing this transaction over Venmo.
Right.
You have cash.
Yeah.
And a stack of it.
Yeah.
And so I go, and I'm out here. There's no witnesses. This is like a murder mystery podcast.
Yeah, this is how it starts.
Yes, dude, this is how it starts. So we get in
which
there.
is great for business for me if I could launch that podcast.
This
if
is
you
how
got
it starts.
killed. So
yeah. It'd be like, dude, what happened? They would come back. They were like, give me all the old episodes of the pod.
You're granting me rights here to that project.
100%.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Did he like talk about how how was he feeling?
Yeah.
So and this guy was like, he was dipping, And I was like, oh, okay. This like, and he was like, you're trying to like, we've talked about this before. You're trying to gather information about, are we good here?
Yeah, you're being aware.
You're just trying to like gather, like, is this how does he, I go, how do you know this guy? How have you seen this? Like, where, so we're just very superficial. Like, I don't know anything about cars.
Right.
So I can't be like,
let's open up the hood.
Yeah, I'm not, I go, yeah, I got it. Yeah. I need it to drive like, I need to drive back to Nashville, but I need it to drive like 3 miles.
Wait, so how were you getting it back?
I was all right. So that's a good. So I go.
I'm jumping ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I go. So I have my Range Rover there in the middle of nowhere, dirt road, chickens and roosters going around everywhere.
Yep.
And I go, all right, if I'm going to buy this, can I follow you to like Walmart? And then I'll park my car there, drive this one back to Nashville, and then my assistant will come down and get my car.
Got it.
Yeah. So he goes, all right, you follow me. And he's like, it was raining.
And now he's leading you to a second location.
Now he's leading me, and I'm like, sounds good. Yeah. But any location was safer than that one.
Sure.
So I go, all right, yeah. I go, but we did a test drive, and it was like, I don't really know what to ask.
As long as it doesn't stop, you're good.
This is where I'm exposed for the cowboy boots.
Right.
Because I was wearing cowboy boots, and he goes, all right, well, these are fake. But he was wearing them for real.
Right.
He was sincerely wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah, his cowboy boots have seen some things. They work.
Yeah.
For sure. They've seen more than Broadway.
Yeah, way more. They probably haven't seen Broadway.
Yeah, right.
Well, I go, that's what the joke on the post was like, absolutely do not show me the Carfax. Meaning like,
I don't want to know.
There it's full of beer cans. The back was full of beer cans. It's not one of those cars that you like clean up, get detailed, and then sell it.
Did you ask if they came with the car?
I just
because that's 5 cents a piece.
Yeah, 5 cents. Well, they're all empty, but he assured me there was no drinking and driving. I was like, okay, yeah,
that's how that works. Yeah,
there was there's bullet holes in one of the doors.
Very nice.
And then there's like, I go, this is not. Yeah, there's like I go, I got it.
Yeah,
and then I just bounced.
That's like I feel like feeling really like unequipped to judge a situation like you're talking. I feel like that when I go grocery shopping, and I'm looking at fruits and vegetables.
No idea.
And I'm just grabbing them, and I'm like, I don't know.
Other people are looking at you if you know what you're looking for.
I'm literally just doing what I've seen other people do for no reason. I don't know what. I'm just feeling peaches and.
Yeah, well, somebody told me about the eggs.
Okay.
You open it.
I do that.
And you pull them back.
But that's an easy one because it's like, is it broken or not?
But if it's sticking to the bottom, it could have broken on the bottom, and then it'll stick.
Right.
So you go,
right.
But I saw other people do that.
That's really good technique too. I'm going to use that.
Well,
I was going one egg at a time, and that's just not efficient.
Nah, not efficient. Do you check the money when it comes out of the ATM?
Do I check?
Do you count it?
I haven't carried cash in years, but like, no, I guess
flex,
I don't.
Dude.
Yeah.
You just get.
Yeah. Is that a flex?
No, not really. Yeah. If you get money out of the ATM,
yeah,
you just take it and put it in your wallet.
No, I would count it. The last time I did that, I counted it. Yeah,
because other people are like, you should surely count that
for sure.
But then what if you're gonna do like you're gonna go up to the guy at 7-Eleven? It only gave me $80, and you walk from the ATM to the front. Like, no. He's like, you just put it in your pocket. What's your recourse if you get $100 in the ATM and they gives you $80?
I mean, you get an ATM receipt that says how much money you said to take out.
Yeah.
But then he's going to pat you down and check your pockets to see if you hit an extra 20 somewhere.
Yeah. So you get it. Yeah. No one's around.
Right.
You get it, and you put what? You put one, like, and you come up to the front desk and be like, I only got 80.
Right.
He's like, he's
going to be like, get out of here.
The ATM people have nothing to do with the location.
Right.
Those are, you're like, hey, where's the ATM? You're like, I don't know. It's down. I used to valet. And everybody else, where's the ATM? I go, it's down. Like the ATM.
Separate entity.
Yeah. The hotel front desk has nothing to do with the ATM.
No.
I guess there's probably a camera in there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah.
So you would email info at Chase Bank.
Yeah. By that time.
Now.
Yeah.
By that time for $20.
Yeah.
That's like all the country artists that like canceled like rescheduled shows during COVID. They're like, you can get a refund or the show's going to be next August. And no one got refunds.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what? At your point of purchase. You're like, all right, I'm going to go to I go to Vivid Seats or where I buy at StubHub.
Yep.
And StubHub usually comes through Ticketmaster, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a can't hide money flex, I guess.
My wife was going to the Justin Bieber show with some friends, and I think it took 2 years because he also had some mental health stuff. He canceled tours 2 years before.
And you just kept him. And then by the
she
time
went, it was great.
By the time the show came, you're like, but
they changed venues. They went from Bridgestone to Nissan or vice versa. I forget which one it was.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
But you go,
okay.
I
already spent it.
I guess that's everything that's wild how money works. He goes, because cash transactions, like to get cash, and I have like $20, you see it, and you're like, I'm going to tip this guy 20, but there's like Venmo, and it's like, you're like,
Yeah, there was the argument that that's why they made credit cards in the first place.
Yeah.
Was because it was easier to spend. Because you're just swiping a card, you're not
emotional
handing
connection to it.
You're not handing over cash.
It's like Venmo, or like you go, it's not, like where I grew up, probably you the same. $20 is $20.
Yeah, dude.
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
You got like, hey, like you're getting paid whatever for these shows, which is significant. But then you're in the airport and you're looking at the waters and you go, no, I'm not doing that one.
Even like at 10, even like at $10, like on a card swipe versus handing over $10, that to me feels so much heavier.
I went to. We were down in Franklin, and there was a girl playing music on like the corner, and of course she has like the tip bucket, and then she has a barcode, a QR code.
Yep.
So you're like, I did this silly like go, hey, can you see me like doing this? Because the $20 you want to be like,
you want some credit, no doubt, no doubt. It's like when you let somebody into traffic. It's the same deal. Like you want that credit. It's the same thing.
Everybody, can you see? Like I'm like
I waved you in. Give me the wave.
So $5 is a significant tip.
Yeah.
But if you Venmo, you're like, don't Venmo $3.
Right.
So I Venmoed her like $20.
Nice.
Yeah, but I think
But you're saying if you had a $20 bill, you wouldn't have given that.
Probably not.
Yeah, right.
Or if I had a
20's a lot to drop in there.
5 ones, a 5, a 10, and a 20 in my wallet.
Right.
And there was a girl playing music.
Yep.
I would put a 5 in there.
Can we talk about valet etiquette then?
All right, yeah.
Because you valeted.
Yeah, I valeted.
What's your perspective on the tips that would come from valet? Because I'm terrible. Again, I don't carry cash.
Yeah.
So I'm the worst at that type of thing.
Yeah. We should just carry cash. I carry cash all the time.
Yeah.
I carry every denomination of bill at all times.
I just hate carrying bills.
What do you get? A wallet? You got a wallet?
Yeah, but it's more of like one of the card slide things. Like there's really no pockets for It's like
you got to carry.
It's like a clip.
No cash. So you go. I mean, what people do now is ask for the Venmo of the guy. Yeah. But that's hold on. What's your Cash App? You're like standing at the door, like I mean,
my car's here.
Yeah,
there's 5 cars behind him now.
But typically, if you go to the Virgin Hotel, there's like they got the valet costs a certain amount,
right?
And then you go, can you put a tip? And then you do it on your card.
Okay.
How do you do it?
Yeah. Dude,
I think you do it on a card.
There's been times where I haven't been able to tip a valet, and I feel miserable about that. I lose sleep over that every night.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm going to get you next time. You're
yeah,
like, I'm not
he's like, I'll never see you again.
I think that's part of the like I went down to like Broadway, and there's a guy, our buddy Fabiano.
Yeah, I know Fabi. Yeah,
yeah, my guy.
Yeah,
he's always taking care of us down on Broadway.
The best.
Yeah, and I was talking to another guy at Aldean's about how the like VIP like system works, or like how do you like get preferential treatment, and how do you like with drinks, and like with how does it all work down here?
Yep.
And he goes, everybody, and I shouldn't say this for sure, but everybody has like a record.
Mm-hmm.
Like my record is like John Crist, like came in, brought a bunch of friends, they all drank, he tipped a bunch, he was nice, he was thankful, versus like the guy came in, didn't tip, and then you're like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, can I get in? Like, no response.
Yeah, sorry, we're busy.
You have like an ongoing. Well, that's probably like social currency with everyone in life.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Ongoing.
Do you? I was gonna ask you. Do you like? Will you return something? Like, if you buy something, you spend money on it, and then you're like, I'm not gonna wear this, or it doesn't fit the way I want it to, or it's not what I thought. Will you go through with the return process?
It depends on how much money it is. I mean, if you go,
what's the most money you wouldn't return, you think?
It's just like it's a wild conversation to have. If it's like a $5-6 Well, because you think about like my dad used to get gas on the other side of town that it's 3 cents cheaper. I go, yeah, but driving over there, the opportunity cost, you're like, all right, if you go to Nordstrom and Green Hills, and you got a $30 t-shirt, doesn't fit right.
Yep.
You're like, all right, I'm gonna go now. I put it in my trunk. And I go, and with the receipt, I go, if I'm ever back down there,
right, and
I'm going in there, I'll be like, but then it never happened.
Right.
I'm not going to go down there for $30.
That's exactly how I am.
Yeah, but I would say 50.
Yeah.
Then I go, I got to return this.
I'm also very quick to just be like an oversized T-shirt for my wife now, or give it to a buddy.
You find it. Yeah, I put it in the.
I wasn't meant to have this
costume drawer.
Nice. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I got like a ton of clothes in my garage. I filmed that video last night about that car, and everyone's like, "What do you have all these clothes in your garage?"
So what did you wear to go pick up the car?
Sleeveless flannel.
Oh, the one you wore in the the race car pit.
Yeah, sleeveless flannel, and then the jeans, and then cowboy boots.
Nice.
And the transaction, we got it.
You lived.
Yeah, so
nice, dude.
Let's go. Let's get to the news, bro. We got anything?
Yeah, we do.
I got something.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, it's in a moment of silence, dude.
Yep.
Florida. That's why I wear this shirt. I wore the shirt today. I've had this shirt for a long time. This is not I didn't just buy the shirt now, obviously. Florida Georgia Line, as reported by Whiskey Riff, whoever they are. Probably a country music blog is trying to profit off other people's. Let's be honest. Florida Georgia Line era is officially over. This is our last official concert as Florida Georgia Line, reported this week, September 1st, 2022.
Wow.
Florida Georgia Line era is officially over.
Wow.
And then it says, it's the Florida Georgia Line as the Whiskey Riff, whoever the intern is down there that's like thinking of captions, that is like literally swayed by whatever is happening it's popular that week. It's like everybody at BuzzFeed. They were like like when I worked at BuzzFeed, it's like 6 reasons why Crocs are out of style. I'm like, dude, you're an intern. You don't get to decide what's in and out.
Yeah.
Whoever the caption writer is over at the Whiskey Riff, their caption is, and the crowd goes wild.
Like people are excited for them to be done?
And people are, okay. This, by the way, is what my entire book is about. It's like Florida Georgia Line, dude. If you're in a restaurant and Florida Georgia Line song comes on, you know what you're going to be doing? Singing along.
Yep.
You're going to be singing. I looked up the Florida Georgia Line, just the album, just meant to be. The streams on Spotify only, 1,170,835,516 streams.
Wow.
1 billion.
Yeah.
And Florida Georgia Line was absolutely massive. I got some photos on my Instagram from 2015, 16 of Florida Georgia Line shows. This band has, if you went to a Florida Georgia, look at those hits.
Yeah, I'm looking at the charts right now on the Wikipedia. Like everything has peaked on charts at number one.
At number one. Every single one. And somewhere somebody decided that Florida Georgia Line was not cool. My Instagram, this podcast is gonna be a Florida Georgia Line stan account. Because look at those. Cruise, get your shine on, round here, stay, this is how we roll, dirt, sipping on fire, anything goes, confession, holy, may we all, smooth. I mean, I love my country. These songs are fire.
Almost every one of these hit number one.
Every single one. And by the way, Florida Georgia Line, you know who they gave birth to? Morgan Wallen. Up Down is Florida Georgia Line featuring Morgan Wallen. It might be Morgan Wallen featuring Florida Georgia Line. Somebody fact check that for next week.
That's a hot take.
That's like your grandparents, and they birth. You're like, oh, I don't like Hank Williams. Well, you like Hank Williams Jr., so he came from him. Florida Georgia Line, it just like people decided like that Nickelback was like not cool.
Oh.
And then people that can't think for themselves, people that don't want to think, they're just like, oh, I guess Nickelback's not cool anymore. And then like, all right, let me read some of these captions. Trey Lewis, buddy of mine.
Yeah, love him.
Love him. FGL had some bangers, right?
Yeah.
Respect. Mid NFL draft scout, whoever that is, best day ever. Keep going. 10 years too late. Thank God. Go back and be hip song. Leave the country music to real artists. I guess some lines shouldn't be crossed. Crowd goes mild. Thank goodness.
This is brutal.
They had some bangers though. Thank you. And like 221 likes.
JK.
Thanks, JK.
Good job, buddy.
JK. It's like JK. JK, that's funny. Yeah. Thank heavens. We all thank you. Who? Good. like, I'm devastated. Smiley face. Like, all right. So they made some bangers. All right, 191. So there's people in there.
This is easily 70-30 people saying thank God they're gone though.
Yeah, no, more than that.
Yeah.
But look at said they had some bangers. 191 likes.
Yep.
Like the people go, wait, this band hits.
Yes.
And I've seen Florida Georgia Line 7 times, 8 times. You sing along with every song. You're gonna sing along with every song, and you're like, oh, we like. Because somebody decided Florida Georgia Line wasn't cool. And you know, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. This is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many years it's going to be. But then, you know what's going to happen? They're going to have a reunion tour, and it's going to be sold out.
Do you know what's really funny about this?
What?
The producer for Nickelback, Joey Moy, works at Big Loud, does production over there. Also produced the majority of these records as well.
Okay, you know what?
So he's worked on 2 bands that people have taken this stance on.
And you know,
they're massive bands.
And you know what that dude's house looks like? He lives on a mountain.
For sure.
This lives on a mountain.
Yeah.
So it's like
well deserved.
Well deserved. Like everybody's like, oh, I can't believe this is what my entire book is about. It's like everybody on the internet will be like, oh, Walmart, really? Walmart? Every city has a Walmart, and it is packed with people from America. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, McDonald's, really? Oh, I can't believe. And it's just like a, you know what, like a hack bit is?
Yeah.
It's like in Christianity, there's like Christian comics that were like we talked about that before about Bless Her Heart. It's like a hack bit.
Right.
It's like Florida Georgia Line is trash. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Because both of those guys, you know what mailbox money is?
Yeah.
Where you just you wake up, you put on your slippers, and you go out to the mailbox and you get a gigantic check. That's what
for something you did 10 years ago.
That's what mailbox money is. You're like, oh, I'm playing golf, but I got to go. You know what I got to do today? Go to the mailbox.
Yep.
And Florida, they're gonna go do their own solo projects for however long, and then it's gonna be like it's gonna become cool to like them. And I'm gonna just my stance from now is I'm gonna wait till it comes around, and then I'm gonna be at the gate at Nissan Stadium when it's sold out, and I'm just gonna be like, good to see y'all back.
Yep.
I'm not. It's just like this is okay. Florida Georgia, like really.
There's very few country bands that I'll listen to like by choice. Yeah. They're one that I really enjoy.
Yes, that's everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like for whatever reason, someone said, it's just like people being like, just wherever the wind just like blows, you're like, I guess I'm going that way.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what? And then you're just like, wait, I don't know. I love them. I've always loved them. I always will love them. Florida Georgia Line Stand account, my Instagram and this podcast.
Yep.
Can we change the title?
Yeah.
No, I probably can't. Yeah. What else is going, dude? Anything else? I'm going to stick by Florida Georgia Line.
Forever. Yeah. Did you see this thing with the high school coach in Mississippi?
Oh, so
it looks like this coach.
The football?
Yeah. High school football coach. Yeah. So this guy from, I think it's Heidelberg, Mississippi, he went to scout another opposing team because they are playing them in a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
So he went to watch it to see how they.
I already know how the story goes.
So he was in the stands, and man.
Okay. First of all, I went to rehab in Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi, like Arkansas, is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, like we went to a bar on Saturday to watch Arkansas football.
Mm-hmm.
And some people were like, the University of Arkansas is in Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing else. There's no pro team. Like if you're in Cleveland, there's like 4 pro teams. There's like Dayton, there's Akron, there's Ohio State, there's right across, there's Michigan. There's a million things to cheer for.
Mm-hmm.
What's the city?
Heidelberg.
Okay, if you I don't know where Heidelberg, Mississippi is, but if you live in Heidelberg, Mississippi, this is all you have.
Yeah.
This is your national championship. If you live on Thursday night, okay, I love everything.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
that's
Friday
what this is. Like
that's Friday. Okay, like Arkansas and Mississippi and places like this where there is no, you can cheer for Ole Miss or Mississippi State, but high school football in these places is you graduate and you still live there,
right?
And you go back to the games. You're like when we were like done with our high school, we didn't go there anymore because there's other things in town. There's other like my sister-in-law's mom is like. She lives in like Calhoun, Georgia.
Yeah.
Calhoun, Georgia, the high school football team is it. So I know it's like it just means, what is that? It just means more. That's like
It just means more, man.
It just means more. So this coach.
No, but it does. You're right.
And I guarantee, I don't know who this coach is, but when he walks in, people know who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is already.
He's wearing his team's shirt.
I love this guy.
So
he's wearing the Heidelberg football shirt at a different school.
Correct.
Yeah, sorry. So he's not trying to be like undercover.
No, not at all.
He's looking. He
might be looking for it.
Yeah, that's like a there was like these kids on TikTok that were like, there's like a safe space, like there's like a safe space on a college campus, and they were like they're gonna go to the safe space and they got like, oh, it was like a minority safe space, like white people are not allowed.
Okay.
So he wanted to kind of prove that wrong, but he went in there like wearing a MAGA hat. You're like, okay, all right, like,
you're inviting this.
All right, yeah. This is yeah. So if you're this guy, you're going to scout. You're wearing, are those cargos?
Those are cargo shorts.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, I got it. He's wearing cargos.
Probably wearing the same shoes as my dad.
Yeah, so it's probably the Air
Looking
Monarchs.
sharp.
We can't see him, but probably Air Monarchs.
Yep.
So he's sitting up there. Oh, yeah. He's sitting up. And the instant, so think about if you're watching that game.
Yeah.
And especially if the game is not going well for your team. And this guy.
You got to play this guy next week.
And you're probably going to get crushed. I bet this guy's good. I bet they're good.
I bet they are too.
Yeah, I bet we could fact check on that. It was Heidelberg High School.
They better be good if he's picking fights.
They
with
better
fans.
be good. Yeah. The Mississippi, what's the title of this? Somebody can fact check this. Mississippi, what's the title of the article? High school football coach in Mississippi gets beat up by a fan in the bleachers. Okay, yeah. High school, oh, yeah. So he goes in there, yeah. And are the cops taking him out?
Yeah, that looks like he was escorted out.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was arrested, but definitely escorted from the president.
I know exactly how this, yeah. There's a Mississippi high school football coach gets into a fight.
He's bloodied up too.
I was going to say poor man's John Daly looking guy.
He does, yeah, or like a very weathered Brett Favre.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. And obviously
minus the Wranglers.
And going in there, by the way, I always say this at our shows. Going in there, by the way, with no backup.
Yeah.
Where are the assistants?
Yeah, he looks
That's
like he's
what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the assistant coaches? And he goes, hey, I'm going to go scout. So it looks like he played on Thursday. He's going to scout on Friday. That's a man. If you're trying to find the net positive.
Yeah, find it.
That man's dedicated.
Yeah, if you play for this guy.
Absolutely. You're a home team. I would run through a wall for that guy.
Yeah. You remember when Terrell Owens was like, that's my quarterback.
Yeah.
That's my coach.
I'm psyched. I love this guy already.
Yeah.
That's like sometimes, like Mike Tomlin used to do that all the time. Like every now and then just break a clipboard and defend his guy and get, and like you see that more in the NBA. The coach gets kicked out.
Baseball too.
Yeah. You go, I'm going to go out, and then you go, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I don't care. That is my guy.
Yeah, baseball coaches get tossed strategically.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, we need, everyone's dead right now. We got to pick this up. I'll go get thrown out for nothing.
Scream it and defending your guy.
Yep.
And you go, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's the positive there for sure.
Where are the assistants? And the net positive on this one.
What a G, man.
What an absolute G. If I saw that, you know where that's going? I'm framing that.
Just this picture of
I'm
this guy.
framing that and putting it in the locker room. And
I hope
tap it before you go out and play.
I hope he got blood on the shirt so that they can frame the shirt.
Yes,
that would be
I
fantastic.
Never watched the shirt. I hope that the net negative is that you're gonna have a meeting with the principal. No, you're not, because this guy owns the principal in Mississippi.
If they're good.
If they're good.
Yeah, if they're good, then he can do what he wants.
Back to the future.
Do what you want when you pop
Do
him.
what you want when you pop it. If he's winning, somebody look that up for next week. If he's winning, I wonder what they're. I bet they've gone undefeated since then.
Dude, I want to be at this game next week.
I want to go. I'm
be
psyched.
there.
I'm psyched. Let's go, dude.
Let's take that car you just got. And we'll drive down there.
On that guy 100%. Next one. That's freaking hilarious.
By the way, I am fine. There's an alternate angle. He
Okay.
looks to be sitting next to an assistant coach.
Okay, the assistant.
So this guy is. It looks like
same color.
he doesn't get off the bench.
He stays.
Yeah, it looks like he stays.
No, hold on. All right, this is an alternate angle. All right, we go back.
Let it play out. Here we
All
go.
right.
Let's see if he gets up and helps him.
He's going down.
Didn't move.
Didn't move.
Which tells you what? He's seen this before.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if it's like somebody saying something to your like wife or your girlfriend that never gets it, you're popping up immediately. He's sitting there going, "Hey, do you want to go to the Heidelberg game?" He goes, Pfft. But if you're that coach,
Here he is.
There he is.
He
Okay,
comes
he's
in at the very end.
and also wearing cargos.
he looks like he was like, I'll let him get a few in before I go down there and get him there.
Guys, this looks like this guy. First of all, if it's 2022, there's multiple angles of this because everybody's filming this. That's like a W. I love that everything. It's like he looks like the guy. He looks like the guy from Jurassic Park.
Nice.
He looks like the Jurassic Park guy before he got into the dinosaur business.
I think he looks like if Brock Lesnar didn't go the UFC route and instead did drugs.
Yeah, like instead of like steroids.
Yeah,
he just did like he just did meth. But I like this guy.
I love him.
I
Fantastic.
want somebody give us an update next week on that guy.
Yeah.
What's next?
I need to know the final score
That's
of that
hilarious.
podcast for sure, or of that game, not podcast. LOL. What else we got? This South Carolina mascot thing. Did you see this?
Oh yeah, we started the football season started. This weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
So South Carolina, the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
They have a live rooster mascot.
Okay. Yeah.
And it looks like they're
a gamecock is a rooster.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think something happened to the old one. He might have passed. I'm not sure. We could fact check that. But it looks like they were looking for a new name.
Gamecock's looking for a new name
for the.
I remember like in high school you wear those hats. They were like you wear like the Oregon State like Beavers hat, and everybody like, and you're 17 years old, you think that's hilarious. No, it's the team.
Yeah,
like the Cox hat was a move.
Oh yeah, because they dropped the game.
It was like, hey, I'm gonna pledge fraternity, 100%.
Yeah, that won you points
in high school. Yeah, that was about in the early 2000s.
So
those were big.
The original name was Sir Big Spur.
Of the Gamecock.
Yep.
All right.
And then it looked like they were trying to go away from that one, so they were looking at some other options.
Sir Big Spur. I don't get that, but all right.
I don't either. I mean, a Gamecock, it's a fighting rooster, I think, is what that is.
Spur,
so they would put spurs on the claws of the roosters.
Is that true?
When they were, yeah.
Okay. All right. Sir Big Spur. Okay, I got it. Yep.
So I think that's probably where that
out.
comes from. But yeah, these are some of the other names that they were looking at.
Okay. Cock Commander.
Yep.
I like that.
That one was trending on Twitter.
Of course, that's trending on Twitter.
Yep.
Cock Commander. Marco Pollo. That's unbelievable.
I love that one.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's chicken. That's like
Pollo's chicken in Spanish.
Unreal.
And then this is the third option.
Cluck Norris. All right. Okay. If you're like a mascot of a team, you got to know we are silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guys like the bananas, the football, the
Savannah Bananas.
Yeah. They get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, I don't think we're going to the MLB. I don't think so.
We're making TikToks between pitches.
We're making but like the stands are packed.
Yeah.
And like
I love them.
I'm all in. I'm 100% in on the Savannah Bananas.
They're getting a TV show too.
Good.
Yep.
They're like, all right, this isn't going anywhere.
Right.
But there's all kind of things that the Nashville Sounds do that they wish they could, in essence, do that.
Yeah.
They're like, if somebody's like, hey, let's mic up one of the players while they're playing in the outfield.
Mm-hmm. Savannah can do that.
That's like a little bit like, like in the
they do that in the bigs.
Yeah, but do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy in the outfield.
Yeah, they'll interview outfielders during the game.
That's like a little like you're like, at what point is this like entertainment versus like like they do that in NASCAR. He's like literally driving. He's like, what do you think about your? Or like, I'm doing it. I'm like doing it right now.
Hold on one sec.
I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
What do you think about your like you want to be entertainment? But yeah, that's what they go. Hey, we don't have to like. What did they decide on the general?
So they went with the general.
Yeah.
And then it looks like they then pivoted back and went to Sir Big Spur again.
Okay, they went back to Sir Big Spur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a shame because I think Marco Pollo and Cluck Norris are.
Cluck Norris is unbelievable. So is Marco Pollo. But that's like Marco Pollo is just brilliant. I mean, this person should have Marco Pollo.
Yeah.
I mean, that in the stadium is unbelievable. Cluck Norris, unbelievable. I mean, that's a definitely, you put that out on Twitter.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, those are hilarious.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Wow.
But they have to be like having a sense of humor about like serious things is just like, because that's the thing that like somebody, unfortunately, that's why everybody, like every brand deal, like everybody gets canceled from their like, you know, when Cam Newton said something about like something and then like whatever yogurt brand was like, hey, we can't.
Yeah.
You know, because they go, somebody up top that has a significant income and a big house and nice cars is going to have to sign off on that.
Right.
That's where.
That's why it's hilarious when a big like organization steps out on it and does something that you're like, oh.
Yo, because that guy, like, because if I'm the guy, I don't know who
who has final sign off,
the president or the chancellor or the AD. Like, all right, so you go.
Might be the athletic director.
Yeah, so like the social media guy at South Carolina who works at the school. No, probably somebody that goes to the school is like, here are these 3 nicknames, right?
Yep.
And they're like hilarious, and then they go up one level.
Yep.
And to the social media department, the guy that now has a job,
right?
And he's like, I think they're funny. Let me put them up another level.
Yeah.
They go to like the offensive line coach, and this guy's like getting drunk on the weekends. He's like one of the players from last year. Yeah. He's like hilarious. Let me go up another level. The head coach.
Yeah.
Let me go up another level. The AD. Let me go up another level. The president. Let me go up another level. The commissioner of the SEC. And these are just more money. These are just guys that make more money, and it's. Somebody's gonna go now.
Yeah.
Because Marco Pollo is like, could be like racist.
Sure.
Cock Commander is, I mean, I could see why that one's not going through.
Yeah.
Cluck Norris is like, there might be some copyright things with Chuck Norris.
Interesting.
And people just, they want to like stop things. That's why when we did the JB Hunt logo, I go, unfortunately, I'm kind of like the top. Which there should be another person. There should be another checks and balances.
I should not be allowed to make this final decision.
I go send this through, and my manager who works for me, like the money's going me to him,
right?
Not him to me,
right?
So the money's going this way. So he goes, all right.
John said,
yeah,
thumbs
and then
up.
The lawyer we never involved him,
right?
And then the graphic designer, again, money's going from here to there.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
And then the shirt printer, again, money's going from here to there. So they would have no reason to stop it.
No. They were paid to do a job.
Yeah. So they go, all right.
Our hands are tied.
So then if it go, like, you ever seen something, you go, how did it get through all these?
Yes.
And no one said, hey.
Yes.
Because if I'm getting paid the other way, that like we were going somewhere and I was like, well, we're paying them. So like if we're late, you don't want to be late for something. We're like, I don't know.
Right.
It's not like
you're still getting paid.
We're paying them.
Yeah.
So like, it might hurt us, but we're not. Yeah.
Right.
But if you're getting paid by them and you show up late for work, that's
right.
You're getting, yes. It just goes, nobody go, like I could see how all those are going to get shut down.
Yeah.
And then in 2022, they're like the general.
Yeah, so lame.
And then you go, all right, yeah, well, let's just keep it right. Let's find the positive though.
Okay.
If we're finding the net positive, they kept Sir Big Spur, I guess history.
They preserved history.
They preserved history going cervix spur, and that does mean something.
I think so.
And I promise you, this has been on all the news channels everywhere. I bet Marco Pollo, he's getting some respect on campus.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy is.
Yeah.
And Cluck Norris, getting a little clout for the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Respect that. And somebody's like, hey, do you want to, like, he might be like, he'd probably go into advertising.
Yeah.
He's probably working, he's like, I can write slogans.
Maybe they'll learn for the next one.
Yeah,
maybe the next one they'll go a little more off the board.
I mean, Cluck Norris, I bet that they, like, Marco Pollo should be a chant in the crowd.
That would sound good in a stadium.
Good.
Marco Pollo.
And I bet there's where's that, in Columbia? South Carolina?
I believe so.
I bet in Columbia there's a Mexican restaurant that has Marco Pollo.
If there's not, somebody
somebody should just start one. All right, what's next? We got time for one more?
Yeah. Okay, how about this emotional support alligator named Wally?
Okay, where is this? There's an emotional support alligator. Somebody brought an emotional support alligator. Philadelphia. All right, checks out. Got it. Checks out. Got it.
Next.
This is not no. Just like Mississippi football coach thing. What I need to know is where in America was this? Got it.
Yep.
Philadelphia. Got it. Very progressive. Very okay. So all I saw was there's an emotional support alligator in the park.
Yep.
Somebody has an alligator on a leash, and that looks like there's children around.
Yep.
And this is a person. This is an emotional support alligator in Love Park. Okay, Love Park. Love Park is like, is that place where they have that mural? It's like LO and then VE. It's like very popular.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been there.
Is that in Philly? Brotherly Love. I think there's like I think that's like Central Park.
Okay.
That's like the Broadway of Philly.
Got it.
I could be wrong. So
fact check us.
Yeah, fact check us. Love Park, I think is the Central Park Statue of Liberty. That's the main. It's like the Bean in Chicago.
It's like their version of that.
If you have a photo in front of that, you're like, they're in Philly.
Got it.
I think.
Okay. I'm with you.
So.
I mean, his mouth's not taped or anything. Like it's just a gator on a leash.
And that's the number one. That's the number one foot trafficked place. That's the Times Square of Philly.
Wow.
And if you're going out there with an alligator, just forgive your parents, dude. Just forgive your parents, bro. Like
why this? I'm all for emotionally supported.
You need attention. I'm for emotion. All right, so like I'm for emotional support pets too.
For sure.
For like the military, when people have PTSD and they need this dog. For blind people. But not for like Chloe, who like is like, I've worked too hard at my job and I need that's not that. No. But I think everyone
But even
else,
her, just get a cat.
Just get a cat and just like
have it.
Go on a date. I don't know.
An alligator?
Bro, an alligator?
Do you know how low on the list an alligator would be if I had to choose an emotional support animal?
This would be the most anxiety-inducing act.
What would you pick before picking an alligator?
Everything. A horse, a cow, a dog, a sheep, a bird, a squirrel, a rabbit, a parakeet, an alligator.
You're so right, too. This would make you more anxious.
The most.
It would have to be.
Hey, I have anxiety. That's what emotional support pet is, right? Anxiety or like stress.
One of the reasons.
You're stressed in situations. If I'm stressed, I want to go to Love Park. It's a Saturday afternoon. I want to go to Love Park, but that gives me too much anxiety. You know what I'm going to do to combat that?
What, John?
Bro, I'm going to bring an alligator to the park. There's kids.
Yeah.
There's kids around, dude.
A lot of them.
And that alligator wants to kill himself. That alligator used to be the king. Yeah. Just munching on, just biting people at wherever he was born.
This alligator needs an emotional support animal of his own.
This alligator needs an emotional support human.
Yeah. That'll let him just be in the wild.
Just let him be. And now he's out here on cement.
Yeah.
What is he, crawling? Oh, hold on, let me read the caption. That's perfect.
Right here.
This alligator was wearing a collar labeled emotional support pet. All right. Wally is a local icon in York. Wally is somebody local icon in York, Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from. That's where my parents are from, which he calls home. Oh, he's from York, Pennsylvania. Oh, so he's driven. York, Pennsylvania is an hour and a half from Philly.
Yeah, one of my roommates was from there.
From York?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going. York is not big enough for you. You need more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Or you could see a therapist. You could see a therapist for about an hour. But it said, hold on, go up. I can't read that. I went through a real hard depression. Scroll up, so I can't read it behind the camera. All right, got it. I went through a real hard depression, and he brought me out of it. This is one of those things where there can't be an opposite side.
Because
you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
That's like if people get hamstrung on the internet, says like, I have anxiety. You can't
argue with mental health.
You can never
tough.
like, hey, like I can't come to this because somebody canceled their tour because of mental. You can't argue. That's the equivalent of saying, God told me to break up with you. It's a big Christian thing.
Nice,
Hey,
dude.
God told me.
Good pull.
Can't argue.
Yep.
God told you, the creator of the universe, bro, told you to break up with me. Can't argue.
Yeah.
It's God told me. God is leading me away from this job. Well, also, your boss is about to fire you because you got a DUI. But okay, God, sure. God told you.
Keep reading.
Okay, my doctor wanted to give me antidepressant medication, and I refused to take it. Instead, he chose to spend time with the gator. I mean. Take the doctor's advice, dude. Just take
at least try it.
Just try it. I refuse to take the antidepressant. That is at least if you're like you're gonna feel something.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going out at Love Park with an alligator, you're gonna feel. And I've been to that place in life where all you want to do is at least feel.
Well, now it's like, did the gator actually help you, or did the gator just give you attention, and now you feel good about it?
And then it feels good.
Yeah. So it's a temporary Band-Aid on the issue.
And if you said that, I'd respect you.
Yeah.
If we're walking back to the car or wherever they crate this thing up, you got a long bed for that thing. Where is it sitting in the back of the?
It's a decent sized gator. Yeah.
You got to crate that thing up for the drive.
Yeah.
You got to put it. It's not in the back seat.
Right.
My goodness, if that'd be the most anxiety. And he's like, why do I have all this anxiety? Oh, I think because you have a gator in your house.
There's a dinosaur that lives with you, sir.
In no cage. And you know what you feed that thing? Raw meat. Remember like those episodes of Jackass? They were like dangle raw meat above the gator.
Yep.
Like, you know what they eat? What I am. Like that's why I have anxiety, because it's in the bathroom.
If you were made of hay, would you get a horse as a pet? So dumb, dude.
It's so dumb. Like he eats when we went to Africa on that safari, they were like, how can a giraffe and an elephant be out here together?
Mm-hmm.
I go, because they don't eat each other.
Yeah.
They both eat plants. They're both plant-based. The only meat-eating animals are the hyena and the lion and the cheetah.
Yep.
So like a lion could eat a cheetah. A cheetah could eat a lion could eat a gazelle, but a gazelle doesn't eat a lion.
Mm-hmm.
A gazelle would defend itself against a lion, but if a gazelle killed a lion, it would still be like, well, let's go find some shrubs.
Right. It
doesn't eat that. Like you don't have to be scared of like a cat. A cat could get like rabid and maybe bite you, but it doesn't
have the potential.
You.
Yeah.
Now, if you had like an anaconda and a baby, you're like that eats that to live. That doesn't know how. They don't know how to untrain itself from eating that. That's food.
Right. That's in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just eat that.
They were like, hey, I'm gonna grow these lettuce. What are they? What is that? A lettuce plant or a root? Lettuce is a plant.
Yeah. I'm
gonna have a deer as a pet and grow these lettuce. No, you're not.
Right.
Because that eats that.
Mm-hmm.
That eats that. An alligator eats.
He also says, Henny said Wally is federally registered as an emotional support animal and claims alligators are easier to train than dogs.
They're not. And he also said, and claims.
Based on sample size of one alligator and no dogs.
This is also the guy that has an emotional support alligator. unfortunately, it's gonna have to take someone getting eaten. But they outlawed these on planes.
Alligators?
No, they outlawed the emotional support pets on the planes
Oh, really?
because it was getting out of hand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because there was like, had an emotional support dog, sure, and then they were like, cat, sure, rabbit, okay, bird, peacock, nah, okay,
Mhm.
goat, horse, and then you're all right. Too much.
Yep.
Everybody just needs attention. I get it. That's why we have this podcast.
Where's the
Like-
positive here?
The net.
Yeah.
There's what's the opposite of net? On the
The opposite of net?
the gross. The
Yeah,
gross
yeah.
is negative.
Mhm.
But the net,
Just undeniably.
yeah, just the gross. It's a net. It's a gross negative.
Mhm.
On the net,
We should start that spin-off podcast.
yeah, the gross
negative.
Yeah, gross negative.
Just not
It's a
uplifting
gross
at all.
negative. It's
Yeah.
a gross negative. On the net, the positive here, again, and it's net positive at johncristcomedy.com. Any emails that you'd like to submit, fact checks,
Yep.
mainly fact checks, and if you're gonna try to help find the net, we're trying to find the net positive on the mini libraries,
Mhm.
and I guess you can get rid of books. You can get rid of
It gives
books
you a
have-
place to get rid of
and
books.
and
Yes.
not feel
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
And not feel bad.
Right.
That's the positive. It's a nuisance in every other type of way. But the net, if you have one, it's a net positive to you
Right.
because you don't have to throw away. That's like devolving in society.
hmm
Throwing away a book.
Right.
You're like, this is the
It's
tool.
one step away from burning them.
Yeah, this is a tool to grow, to advance.
Right.
And you're like, we're getting rid of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, on the net, I can see the positive.
Yeah, it's there.
On the net,
For Wally here, the alligator, the emotional support alligator.
I mean, I'll say this: if I was sitting there and I was bored, and I'd bring out my phone.
I'd be very excited to see Wally.
I'd get, and there's a lot of people that are getting a lot of likes.
Mhm.
But if you just said, there's a lot of people on the internet. Whoever posted this, a lot of people are posting it.
Mhm.
Brit BRIMIL on Twitter had a week.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, this
that
has
girl had a week.
177,000 likes.
That girl had a week. Can you go to her Twitter?
Yeah.
And I want to see how many followers she has. Probably not much going on. I don't know. This is a public figure. No, it's a person. 4,000 followers. What is that? Oh, it's one of. Is that pinned to the top?
No, that's just what she tweeted 8 minutes ago.
Okay. Wow. Oh, it's a default. It's those when you play that game. When you connect your Twitter to it.
Oh, got it. Wordle.
All right. So 2 likes. Yeah. Look, 2 likes. 2 likes. 7 likes. That girl had a week.
Yeah.
That girl had an
Yeah,
absolute
she went off.
week. And now she's like, hey, I don't know if this guy is gonna give me attention on Tinder. I don't know if my job's in there. She's walking into work on Monday, little
Yep.
pep in her step.
So this is good for that.
How was your weekend? How was my weekend? Oh, hold on. I'm in these mentions.
Oh, you must not follow me.
Hold on. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ding 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 ding. Hold on. Ding 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 ding. I'm in there.
Yeah.
And that's the net. That's the oh yeah, bro. Challenge me. Challenge us. We could find the net positive on anything.
I got another positive.
Let's hear it.
Maybe Wally is taken really good care of.
Wally.
Maybe Wally wasn't in a good atmosphere
Yeah,
and
you know
now
what?
is
We
in
don't
a
know
better
his- we
place.
don't know his backstory.
Yeah, maybe there's a great kind of exhibit type scenario
Yep,
back at this
that
guy's
he was
house.
that he was rescued.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got to Philly. There's a long way. You were like, if he's in
He doesn't either.
if he's in yeah, true. If he's in Fort Myers, Florida,
Ugh.
you're like, oh, the alligator are here.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been he might have got his tail run over
Sure.
in traffic, and now he's here. I don't know how you get to Philly. There's not an alligator in the wild for a long way.
Right.
But that's not being to get to Philly. That's being driven.
Yeah.
It's not being flown.
Mm-mm.
It's being you drove 2 days
Mm-hmm.
with an alligator to get to Philly.
Yep.
And all that quote on the internet. It's like, never judge someone because you don't know what they're dealing with internally.
Yeah.
Maybe that goes for pets.
Mm.
We don't know. We haven't talked to Wally.
And maybe he's psyched.
We haven't talked to Wally. Maybe he's
We'll get him on.
psyched.
We'll get him
on. Yeah, we'll get him
Yeah.
on.
You want to do one more story and then we'll go to some fact check stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so this is you told me this term before we got on here today. I don't know what it is still. So
Okay.
but it's called quiet quitting.
Well, I feel like we talk about this. Quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is defined as performing only the jobs assigned to an employee by an employer and not going above and beyond the job description.
Okay.
That's
so
like
it's doing bare minimum.
It's doing the absolute bare minimum. It's doing the bare minimum at your job, and then you're shutting it off.
And this is this is a thing people are like. This is trending.
It's just like smiling when you go out in public is like emotional labor. It's
Got
like people. You're just doing the most so you can do the least.
Got it.
You're doing the absolute most so you can do the absolute least.
Okay.
And it's like I was watching the Cincinnati Arkansas football game, and there's the coach had this acronym on a shirt that said team T.E.A.M.
Fact check us if that's spelled right.
Team, and it's some acronym, tremendous,
sure,
accolades, or I don't know what it is, but that's terrible.
Still mixing up the letters.
Tremendous, oh, yeah. Tremendous effort, and
achieves more.
Sure, tremendous effort achieves more.
Yeah,
and everybody you come into spring football, everybody in March is like, this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If any team, anything wants to be great, somebody's going to have to go above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to have to be like, if you're going above and beyond at your job, like let's say you work at like quiet quitting. If you work at McDonald's, you want to show up, do your work, and then go home.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, you will be doing that job forever.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be doing that job forever. If you go, I'm going to go above and beyond, and then that's how somebody comes in and goes, hey, you want to be the shift leader?
Mm-hmm.
You do the shift leader, you go, but like Chick-fil-A, perfect example of above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen those memes about them running after people?
Yeah.
Like going above and beyond because they believe in something greater than chicken nuggets.
Right.
You have to, and that's the culture, but that's the culture of Cincinnati football is like work. But that's how, like, if you keep going, that becomes a cult. Like those football coaches sleep on cots in their office.
Right.
They don't see their families for the whole football season.
Right.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, if you are a football coach and you come in here and say, I'm just doing my 9 to 5, you will never work again. You're going to be fired.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you got to be, if I go where like, I'm just doing the minimum for my, that's the opposite of any way to become successful.
I could see both sides of this.
Okay. Pitch me the other side.
The other side, which I guess would be the net positive, is like this. A lot of what I'm reading here as you're talking about that is like, this is to combat the whole hustle culture that's going on of like, don't sleep, work 20 hours a day.
Like that, what's that guy, that
blah, blah,
motivational
blah.
Speaker guy?
I know Gary Vaynerchuk gets a
I
lot
like
of
that
crap.
guy.
I like
that
him.
guy. There's another guy. I don't know, but he's insane.
Just like don't sleep, do all, like
Get up, if you're up at 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm yeah.
There's a lot of that guy
Yeah.
now, I feel like. But yeah, I guess the other side of that would be like the company pays you what they pay you.
Yeah.
Whether you overachieve or not. If
Yeah.
you're not looking to climb that ladder, then like get your money and live your life, man. Like, do you
If you're
work
not
to live or do you live to work?
Yeah.
That's
If
think
you're
important.
not trying to, if you're not trying to take it to the next level.
Right.
But that, again, take it to the next level. Oh, Grant Cardone. You know
Nice.
that guy? That's
Yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
I always find he's always on my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he's doing it right because I'm always seeing him.
Yeah.
And now I know who he is. And now we're
Yes.
talking about him on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of money.
He wins.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yep.
Yeah, I got no problem against that. But like
I could see both sides. I don't know.
because I saw one of these, the guys from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you work for me, this is absolutely, we'll give everything to me. Like, yeah, for what?
Right.
Like, what do we do? If you're like an employee that's seeing none of the residuals of the company.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's why if you want like a better tomorrow, you gotta like like you would go over and above for your family,
Mm-hmm.
for your wife, for your football team.
Yep.
You're going over and above somewhere. This may not be your job.
Well, I think it really should be like, yo, if you feel like you're in a scenario at your job where you need to do this quiet quitting thing, you should
Yeah.
look for another job.
Somewhere where you can go all in. Not
Yeah.
I'm all in on my job, not because of the financial rewards, it was because I love it.
Yeah.
I like to do it.
Yeah.
I'm up if it's like Friday night, I'm looking up like how to be better at my job.
Right.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everybody gets to be in that scenario, like especially right away.
Yep.
But at the same time, if you feel like you got to work like that, man, then find a new job.
Let's find the net positive. On quiet quitting, the net.
I think the net is mental health.
Yeah, which you can't argue with.
Yeah,
You can't argue with. Yeah, mental
Yeah.
health. Hey, my mental health, dude.
Clock hits 5, you
Mental
go
health.
home, you don't think about it until the next day.
Yeah.
You show up at 9. I think.
But yeah,
think that's a big
unfortunately,
net positive for you.
if somebody goes, hey, the link on the website is wrong, and you the boss texts that person, hey, can you get to this? And like, not until 9 a.m. Somebody else is going to do it,
Mhm.
and he's going to remember that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But on the net, if you need to take care of yourself.
Yep. And I also don't. Not many things are all or nothing.
Yeah.
Do quiet quitting when the opportunity is right for it.
Yeah, everybody should do that.
You don't
at
have
some
to
time.
all the time be
Yeah.
like
Perfect.
all in or all out.
I respect that. Let's go to the finish, dude. We have a new finish.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
All right, dude. In the emails, we get lots of emails every week. There's some fact checkers. We make fun of fact checking, but like
Because
like
we're terrible.
Yeah, but like no fact checking like when it was big, like during the election, during COVID.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is- okay, come on, this is no one's trusting this.
Right.
But you ever seen like what's that PTI Around the Horn, and they do like what do we miss?
Oh,
on
it's on.
stats.
Yeah, it's part of the interruption. Yeah.
There's somebody in the emails
Mhm.
that have been fact checking us,
Awesome.
which we appreciate. We'll do from 2 weeks ago. We got a couple fact checks.
Yeah, this is from the episode is called "It Must Be Mocked"
Yep.
2 weeks back.
Okay.
So they started with Ozuna.
Oh yeah, because
The
I
guy
said
from the Braves.
quit booing the guy from the Braves. And I
Right.
was going off on about it. I was like, dude, what did he do? Get a DUI?
Yeah, it turns
I got a
out
DUI.
that DUI was like one in a slew of things that he had gotten in trouble for off the field, including domestic violence with his wife. That was pretty violent. He was
Oops.
suspended for 20 games, missed the end of a season, was not around to help the Braves win a World Series.
He wasn't.
We might need to fact check a fact checker here, but that's what we're
Oh.
being told.
So everybody was getting mad, booing him, and then that's why.
So there's been kind of a string of things
Fair.
here that he's been
That's
involved
fair.
with. So
Okay.
so
All
it
right.
wasn't just the one
So
thing.
if you're fed up with him, if you're paying him a lot of money, and
Right.
you're fed up with, all right, sure.
And then the Irish car bombs that we were talking about.
What did I say about that?
We were talking about it as a drink and then trying to figure out where it came from.
Okay, we said it wrong. I said it was in a war. of
Yeah,
some
I think we
sort.
said World War II.
It's not.
Apparently not.
It's somebody from Ireland is triggered. They're having a protest.
Yeah,
or
apparently
something.
we blew that one.
Yeah, it happens.
And then the analogy of mini libraries morphing into actual libraries
Yeah.
is the exact analogy for homeschooling.
What?
So she's saying like co-ops, collaborative instruction, and events with other homeschoolers. Ultimately, it becomes a
that's like a
regular
school.
school.
That's unbelievable.
That's a really good point.
You know what? A mini library is like homeschool,
Mhm.
dude. Homeschool. You do it by yourself. That's like kind of doing homework. And then we went to like a co-op, which is like every Friday we go to this place, and then they give you assignments for the week.
Yep.
And then some do the co-op like Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Then that's
And then how big do you scale that
Yeah, and
before
then
it
we-
turns into a school?
And then we had homeschool like sports. They were
Mhm.
like with other homeschoolers. Like, dude, that's blowing my mind.
This is from Lynn.
Lynn,
She killed
unbelievable.
this.
That's an unbelievable take.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is mini libraries morphing into actual libraries is exactly the analogy for homeschooling.
Yep.
And the most that my mind is blown, dude.
I'm so mad we didn't think of that.
Why
That's
didn't
so
we?
smart.
And I'm a homeschool guy.
Yeah.
I'm the most sophisticated homeschool
Mhm.
is like, well, it's in a like, well, hey, we got all these people in the co-op. Let's just get like because my church in Colorado, they hosted the co-op. They were
Mhm.
like, well, let's all just go to this building
Right.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just homeschool that. Well, that's not at home.
We'll just go 8 to 2:30 Monday through Friday.
at
and
this place.
there will be some work you have to take home.
They'll
And
be like, we'll like have lunch there. Is it going to be yeah, we'll have like leaders there to
Right.
like help. Like,
they can instruct.
and they can help you with
Right.
like the work, and then
Yeah.
they're not there. That sounds like a teacher. That's an unbelievable listener of the week, whoever that is.
Well done, Lynn. And then there's one more from Lindsay R.
Well, this is from last week.
This is from
Fact
last
checks
week.
from last week, because I was talking about what dudes do you not leave your girl around.
Right.
And I was like, funny guys, athletic guys, music guys. I think we said all of those.
Mhm.
Muscly guys, and we ranked them.
Right.
And someone said,
Lindsay R says pilots.
a pilot.
Military or non-military.
Yeah.
They got that hero thing going. No amount of funny beats a pilot, she says. And yes, my husband is a pilot.
Okay, well,
A little biased there,
A little
Linz.
biased. But have you ever seen like a pilot walking through an airport?
Yeah, it's impressive.
This guy, it's like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Remember that? He was flanked by all those like
Yes.
stewardesses.
Yeah.
That a pilot, no one is more confident than a pilot.
Something about that shirt with
Yeah.
the stripes on the
The little
shoulders.
pin.
Oh,
Game over, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had one of my buddies there's multiple pilots in rehab.
okay.
And in rehab, it's everybody that it's so that the narcissism or it's beyond bounds. So
Mhm.
there was professional musicians.
Yep.
There was a lot of athletes in there. There was a lot of high income people, entertainers, and there was doctors.
Yep.
And there was pilots. Why a doctor? You say, if you're a doctor and this guy gets in a car wreck and they call and you're out at work
Yeah.
and they go, you're not at work, you're out at your son's game.
Right.
Somebody calls you and go, hey, you're the only guy in this city that can save someone's life.
You're the first call.
If you don't come, this guy's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a specific heart or let's say
Yeah.
vertebra or a head trauma, no one else knows how. And you pull up into the hospital, there's a parking spot for you. You walk in.
Throw your keys to the valet.
Yeah.
Be right back. Keep it running.
Be right back. And you don't have hours, by the way. You just go in and somebody puts gloves on you.
Yeah.
You go,
You walk into them.
and somebody goes, you walk into them. And then somebody's like on the verge of death, and you have the knowledge that no one else in this city has, and save someone. How do you not walk out of there being like, I deserve a spot at the restaurant. I deserve a table before these other people.
Mhm.
That, as a human, that will by default happen.
Yeah.
You will by default be like, I'm above this.
I'm better.
I'm saying repeatedly
Yes.
over years.
Yeah.
You go, I'm not. Everybody else has to wait in line at the DMV. I'm not.
Do you think they keep track of their record,
Like
saves and losses?
like Halo or something like that.
Yeah.
Like how many? Like
Your ratio?
yeah. I mean, but I guess if you're you have to somehow.
Right.
Statistically, how are you a better doctor than other doctors?
Right. Yeah.
There's only a couple L's you can take until you're not a doctor.
Right. Yeah.
You
There's
get
got to be a
demoted.
threshold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But same like this. I'm gonna tell you this one story and then we'll wrap up. This pilot that I was in rehab with, same pilot, by the way, that I told that story about not killing yourself.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious.
Unbelievable. So he said when during a downtime or whatever, he used to fly China from LA to China or New York to China,
Wow.
Toronto to China, maybe. So you're bringing 500 important people across a body of water to their loved ones, to their family, and you only, maybe
Mhm.
there's another pilot, but you are running this whole, you have 500 people, same with a surgeon, have 500 people's lives in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he was working for one of those, like there was a strike or something, so he was working for one of those budget airlines.
Yeah.
For like a little bit. I want to say like JetBlue or like Frontier, I think it was.
Nice.
and there was this culture there. He told this story in rehab, which is like, I go, yeah, that's why you're in rehab. Like, he told this story that he goes, he said he was, like everyone helps clean the plane. There was the culture there. They're like, everyone helps. Like the stewardesses, the pilots, the flight attendants, the food people, everyone helps clean the plane. And one of the stewardesses was like cleaning the plane. He was standing up there at the front. You know how they stand there. Yeah. He goes, she said, hey, everyone has, this is his first time working at that. He goes, hey, here with this airline, everyone helps clean the plane. And he goes, just instinctively, he goes, well, I actually have a certificate that says that I don't have to clean the plane. And he told this story like very matter of factly, like and he goes, what do you mean? And he went in the cockpit and came back and showed her his pilot's license. We don't condense, and then the therapist immediately goes like another month, like another. I'm sorry, like, and we did
demerits.
No, like he was just about to get out of rehab. We go, you got some more work to do, because
hey, remember that parole you were up for?
Yeah. Like if you're the don't leave around pilots. If you're the like, hey, you just brought 500 people to Beijing. And this is a 13-hour flight. You're exhausted. Hey, we need you to fill out I'm good.
You do what you want when you pop in.
You do what you want when you pop in, dog. That comes across literally every week. Oh, man. That's unbelievable. You do what you want when you pop in.
I love it.
Because they have that. But that's the same. That's the thing that took me to rehab.
Just that ego?
Yes.
Yeah.
You go in front of 5,000 people and make them laugh and give them, not my words, the night of their year.
Yep.
And then you get off stage. That's how like you're like Aerosmith or whatever. It's like, where's my sparkling water?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, man, that guy's
right.
But you go, but then, well, fortunately, what the process what the rehabilitation process will teach you is like that. Yeah, you're just a human like everybody else.
Right.
And then you go, oh yeah, I don't get to yell at somebody for not bringing my sparkling water.
Yeah.
Maybe the rehab positive, or the rehab experience was a net positive.
There you go, man.
Not a net positive, a gross positive, an everything positive.
Yeah.
Except for you do what you want when you pop. That's it. That's the episode for this week. Good night, Lucas. Have a good night's sleep.
It was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.